morning everybody and welcome back. Today I'm going to show you guys how to start recording your life in 2026, and I'm going to break it down into 5 crucial steps so that you guys don't feel overwhelmed with it. So let's just get straight into it. My first tip or step is to invest in a decent camera. Notice how I didn't say a good camera or a great camera. All you need is something basic to get started. Most people actually tend to use their phones. iPhone quality is really good, so if you don't have the money to invest in a camera or don't want to, you can take a lot of videos with your phone as well. I like the idea of having an actual camera to take pictures and videos with. So my first camera was the Sony ZV-1. I loved that camera. The 2 things about that I didn't really like was there wasn't a great zoom on it, and it also wasn't great at nighttime shooting, which I would tend to just take it on my phone and send it over and kind of combine my phone videos with my camera videos, and I really wanted just to condense it into one. So my current camera that I'm using right now is the Sony ZV-1 Mark II, and it still struggles a little bit in low light, but I think it does a way better job than the normal Sony ZV-1. And I bought mine open box at Best Buy, so you can save like a couple $100 when you do that. You can also buy it off of Facebook, eBay, things like that. Just make sure you're doing your research so you don't get scammed. But I really love the Sony cameras because a lot of them are point and shoot, which means that you don't have to mess with any of the settings if you don't know how to do that or you don't want to do it. You can literally just open it up and start recording, and it looks pretty good. I have messed with my settings a little bit because I know a little bit more about cameras and videos. So if you guys want a more in-depth tutorial on that, you can let me know and what my settings are for my current camera. But I don't really mess with it too much because it does do a really good job just pointing and shooting. Another thing I really like about the Sony camera is it's really good for recording, but it does pretty decent with pictures as well. I'll put a couple pictures in here that I've taken with my camera. And it's just kind of a rule of thumb that Canon is usually better for photos and Sony's better for videos. And I really wanted to start vlogging, so that's why I got a Sony camera. But I'm actually really impressed with how well it takes pictures. And I feel like it is a little bit different than my iPhone, and you can tell that it wasn't taken with an iPhone, and I like that. The next step that I have is write down ideas. There's a lot of different avenues you can go with this. It really depends on your niche, which we'll get into in a later step as well. But if you are just someone who wants to record everything, you can. But if you want to make like a story out of it or a vlog out of it, you really have to have a timeline and an idea of what you're recording. When I first started vlogging, I really struggled with what other ideas other than like traveling and just day-to-day things for me that I would want to record and what other people would find interesting. So I had to make like a whole list of ideas. I had to look at other YouTubers and see what kind of ideas they were getting. And that really helped me narrow down like what is interesting for me to film, but also interesting for me to put out there as well. But ideas can be very difficult to figure out if you're just starting out. So I also have put them in the description box below, a list of like 10 or so that you guys can steal and take if you have no idea where to start with ideas on what to record. Okay, this one is specifically for if you are posting it. I do take a lot of videos just for myself and like home videos that I don't post, but this is a specific tip for if you want to put it on YouTube or TikTok or whatever you're using. You really should have consistency with it. So tip number 3 is be consistent. Like any platform, social media and the algorithm will favor you if you are consistent, and choose a schedule that works for you. If you are a full-time worker, I work full-time as a nurse, so I don't have time to put all this effort into vlogging and recording all this stuff every week, multiple times a week. So I usually try to just do once a week by Friday or Saturday. I get a vlog out and then maybe a couple shorts out if I'm feeling it. I'm not great at my shorts, being consistent with that, but I am pretty consistent with my vlogging and uploading like a long form video. But if you can only post every 2 weeks, do that. But make sure it's a consistent pace. Don't do 2 weeks and then 3 times in a week and then wait a month and then post another one. If your plan is to grow at all, you won't grow that way. The algorithm is going to see that you're too inconsistent and it won't push out any of your videos. So make sure that you have a schedule that works for you. All right, we kind of talked about this one a little bit earlier, but tip number 4 is to have a niche. Again, this is if you are posting and putting that content out there on the internet. I would say lifestyle is probably the hardest niche to have, but obviously this is what I do, so I like it. So if it's more for you and just like fun for you to film or fun for you and your friends or your family to film, just something that you guys can look back on, I would say go for lifestyle. If you're not worried about going big or getting crazy views, I think vlogging and lifestyle content is really good. But if you are serious about YouTube and serious about actually filming really good content, then I would kind of double down on a specific niche, whether that's cooking, gaming, travel. I mean, there's a million different niches out there that you can pick, but if you find like a hobby that you really like and you just stick to that, that's a really great way to get a lot of recognition because the people are going to be subscribing to you are going to be people that specifically want to see that content. With my kind of platform, I post so many different types of videos that I don't have like a true niche. But my goal isn't to blow up. My goal is mainly just for myself. So you have to find what your goal would be out of recording and then pick a niche from there. All right, and then my last tip, tip number 5, is to just do it. No, but seriously, just start it. If you are nervous about it for whatever reason, I know I was when I first started. I thought people were going to judge me for filming, even though it's been something I've been doing my whole life with photos and videos. Something about posting it makes it a lot scarier. But honestly, nobody cares. Half the people won't watch it, and if they do, they're going to be supporting you. Nobody is going to care. And if there are people out there that are judging you, they're probably just too scared to do something like this themselves. So, in all honesty, you will never know what it could have been if you don't give it a chance. And if your goal isn't to have like a full-time job off of YouTube, if it's more kind of like mine to just have videos to look back on, people will honestly really love that. I know that's crazy to say, but every time, for the most part, when I am recording out with people, they love watching the videos that they're in, that their friends are in. Like, people love seeing them on film and seeing their life on film too. So I found that people actually really enjoy when I am like recording and taking pictures of them, and they're always asking me to send them the photos later and all that. So I think if that's your goal too, that you should just start doing it now. Hopefully this kind of gave you just a starting point. This isn't anything crazy or too in-depth, but it's just to kind of get you started into vlogging, into recording. And if you guys want more of a breakdown on settings or exactly like how to shoot different, mechanisms, then you can let me know on that as well. But I remember when I was first starting out, watching these kind of videos were very helpful. So if this is your goal for 2026, then you should start today and go look into a camera, start with your iPhone, whatever you need to do, and just go for it. And I can't wait to see how it turns out. And I'll see you guys next time.